All gone before general sale to the public even started. Clark and the Indiana Fever are returning to the University of Iowa for a WNBA preseason game against the Brazilian national team. That game is on May. The world of women's basketball is undergoing a dramatic transformation, and nowhere is this more evident than in the contrasting ticket sales scenarios unfolding in two high-profile preseason exhibitions. On one hand, we witnessed the Indiana Fever's triumphant return to Carver Hawkeye Arena, an event that not only celebrated a homecoming for one of college basketball's most beloved figures, but also ignited an economic frenzy. On the other hand, a similar matchup featuring Angel Reese in her homecoming game at LSU has left stadium seats largely empty and ticket prices disappointingly low. Good luck finding affordable tickets for the Indiana Fever preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Seats at the arena for the May 4th matchup between the Indiana Fever and Brazil. This in-depth narrative explores both phenomena, examines the numbers, and ponders the broader implications for the sport and its stars. It all began on an early spring morning when the organizers of the preseason exhibition game announced that tickets for the Indiana Fever's upcoming matchup against the Brazilian national team were being offered exclusively to season ticket holders and a select group of top donors. The game was slated for May 4th at Carver Hawkeye Arena, a venue steeped in history and synonymous with college basketball legends. This exclusive release was designed not only to honor loyal fans, but also to create an atmosphere of privilege and excitement. Little did anyone know that within minutes, this carefully orchestrated ticket sale would spark a phenomenon that would leave the sports world buzzing. As the pre-sale commenced at exactly 9 a.m., an unprecedented demand surged through the online ticketing system. A few top donors, it didn't take long for them to be gone. Ain't nobody paying $8,100 to watch Angel Reese play ball, especially when there are tickets there. Dedicated fans eager to witness the return of a hometown hero clicked through the pages with such intensity that in a mere 36 minutes, all 15,000 available seats were snapped up. The message was loud and clear: when a game features a player who carries not only skill but also the weight of legacy and marketability, the result is nothing short of a sellout before the doors have even fully opened to the general public. In the heartland of Iowa, the atmosphere was electric. The Indiana Fever had managed to orchestrate a masterstroke by scheduling a preseason homecoming exhibition for none other than the iconic Caitlin Clark at Carver Hawkeye Arena. There was a ticket available for $29.29 to see Angel Reese in the Chicago Sky play at LSU. This was not just any game, it was a return to the place where Clark had cemented her status as a college basketball legend. Within an astonishing 37 minutes, all 14,000 pre-sale tickets were off the market. Later, the official announcement declared that the full 15,000-seat arena was sold out well before the general public had a chance to access the tickets. The fervor was so intense that server errors, timeout messages, and glitches in the payment processing system became all too common as fans tried desperately to secure their spot. The online ticketing system buckled under the strain, a digital testament to the magnetic pull that Caitlin Clark now exerts. This wasn't just a sellout, it was a clear demonstration of how a single player's star power can drive demand to seemingly astronomical levels. No sooner had the tickets sold out than the secondary market went into overdrive. Within hours of the sellout announcement, resale platforms such as StubHub, Vivid Seats, and SeatGeek were awash with listings. Prices skyrocketed as scalpers and dedicated fans alike tried to capitalize on the frenzy. The cheapest resale tickets found in the far reaches of the arena, seats where you might need binoculars to catch the action, began at around $59. Yet, as one moved closer to the court, the prices ascended steeply. Premium seating options reached figures in the thousands of dollars, and in some extreme cases, front row seats were being offered for as much as $45,000. Even courtside experiences, typically reserved for high-end events, commanded prices that nearly rivaled what many would pay for an NBA playoff game. This sudden and dramatic escalation in prices is a powerful indicator of the economic force that Caitlin Clark has become, a force that has transformed a preseason exhibition into a high-stakes market event. While the atmosphere in Iowa was one of frenzied excitement and record-breaking sellouts, a nearly identical matchup at LSU presented an entirely different picture. Angel Reese, who has long promoted herself as one of the bright stars of women's basketball, was set to play in a homecoming game for the Chicago Sky. However, tickets for this game were priced a mere $29, including taxes and fees, a figure so low it almost seemed too good to be true. Despite the affordable pricing meant to draw in crowds, the result was a stark contrast to the ticket frenzy in Iowa. Seats remained largely unsold in LSU's 13,000-seat arena. In the case of the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark, the numbers are unambiguous. The sold-out game, the rapid presale, and the soaring prices on the secondary market collectively illustrate that the free market rewards genuine, tangible demand. This economic reality is not just a short-term phenomenon, it is a transformative shift that could redefine success in the league for team owners, sponsors, and league executives. The takeaway is clear. Invest in those players who can fill arenas, drive up ticket prices, and create a buzz that translates into real dollars. Conversely, the lukewarm response to Angel Reese's homecoming game is a cautionary tale. Despite high-profile promotional efforts and substantial media attention, if the market does not back up those claims with ticket sales, then the so-called star power may be more hype than substance. In an era where every dollar counts and revenue is a critical measure of success, these market signals cannot be ignored. One of the most striking differences between the two events lies in the ticket distribution strategy. In Iowa, the presale was deliberately limited to season ticket holders and top donors, a move that not only guaranteed immediate sellout, but also ensured that the tickets were in the hands of the most dedicated fans. This exclusivity created a sense of urgency and scarcity, which in turn drove up the value of tickets on the secondary market. When demand outstrips supply, prices naturally soar, and that is exactly what happened in Iowa. In contrast, the ticketing approach for Angel Reese's game was designed to be accessible. Tickets were offered at a rock-bottom price of $29, theoretically opening the doors for a wider audience. However, the underlying assumption that low prices would generate high attendance proved to be flawed. When faced with a similar opponent and comparable scheduling, the market simply did not respond with the same enthusiasm. The result was a near-empty arena, a muted secondary market, and a resounding message that low prices do not necessarily equate to high demand. Let's take a closer look at the resale figures that emerged following the sellout of the Iowa game. While the most basic seats tucked away in the nosebleed sections of the arena started at around $59 on the secondary market, closer seats quickly saw dramatic price escalations. Mid-range seats, which offered a decent view of the court, were selling for several $100s. Premium seating options, even those that were a few rows back from the front, were listed at prices that reached into the thousands. For the most ardent fans, the opportunity to secure a courtside seat came at a premium price that in some cases approached $6,000 for what was, after all, just a preseason exhibition. This steep pricing ladder serves as a stark illustration of the so-called Caitlin Clark effect. It is not merely that fans are willing to pay more, they are willing to pay significantly more to be a part of the experience. When a player of her stature is on the court, get onto the damn website, it's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not got tickets. Most of the time it officially sold in 40 minutes. But like the secondary market, often viewed as the final arbiter of true demand, has spoken in a voice that is loud, clear, and unapologetic. This is a premium product, and the price reflects its true value. In contrast, the resale market for Angel Reese's game offers a completely different picture, with tickets still available for $29 and only modest upticks to $36 or $40. In some cases, the market signals a lack of urgency and excitement. As the contrasting ticket sales became public knowledge, social media platforms lit up with reactions from fans and commentators alike. The online community, known for its blunt honesty and penchant for side-by-side comparisons, quickly began to share screenshots of the Iowa arena's packed stands alongside images of nearly empty sections at LSU. They're sold out, so I really don't know what they're going to do about this, I guess. It's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities. And, a lot of memes emerged humorously highlighting the disparity and questioning whether the market had been misled by inflated promises. One common refrain on social media was a tongue-in-cheek reference to Angel Reese's public declarations that people watch women's basketball for me too. The irony was not lost on anyone when the market data painted a completely different picture. Thanks for watching, and subscribe my channel.